So Meek Mill feels that he is not being respected as his peers. He mainly referred to Kendrick Lamar, YG, and the late Mac Miller. Now, my thoughts about this is he's using this to get a little of attention for his album that just came out. But see, here are my thoughts about Meek Mill. He's a prime example of how social media can distract you from really looking at their craft. See, what I like about Meek, though, Meek brings energy. When I heard I'm a Boss at the Club in 2011, I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped. He has two of the hypest songs. That one and the Dreams and the Nightmares intro. Those are two of the hypest records within this past decade. And I'm just exaggerating that because I want to give him some props about that. Now, what I do like about what Meek does, I like what Meek brings energy to his tracks. But what makes him not really be taken serious is social media. It's the same way with Game. Game has a nice catalog, but his antics is what make people overlook his music. I mean, from the L he took from Drake, that was a start of everything. The beef with Game, him falling down the steps, and what else? The way he swim, the bunny hopping, then the situation with academics and he ain't handle. It just feels like that when people look at with all these antics. Oh yeah, I forgot the whole boxing thing when he was trying to spar and he looked very bad in that. It just seemed like social media, in his case, the cons outweigh the pros. And it got to the point where anytime that they associate Meek Mill with something, it's a L. And it got to a point where the nigga had to literally go through a prison reform program to really get his credibility back. Now, Championships was a dope album. I like Championships. It was a great album. And I like the new joint he dropped called Mandela Flow. I like the hype energy that he brings, but if this cat would stay off social media for at least 6 months to a year and just focus on music, get off Twitter, he'll have a lot of respect. Because you notice with Kendrick don't post anything hardly. The only thing he posts is his business and his touring dates and his new music. You don't know anything about Kendrick Lamar personally. You don't ever see him having no meltdowns. You don't see him hardly wilding out or doing anything crazy. Whereas Meek, he has had meltdowns. Mac Miller, God rest his soul, was a dope MC. YG, he fell victim to that, but YG had some success. Like That My Crazy Life and Still Crazy are two banging albums. He's not the best rapper in the world. Meek is better than him, but My Crazy Life is better than Dreams and Nightmares. So for Meek to get his respect, he have to stay his ass off social media. Stay off social media and just hit people with bars, dope songs, and leave it at that. Because every time he engages with social media, it's an automatic L. He's not going to win this game. I said this many times in many videos that he's gotten. Like, you keep bringing that whole street element and nobody really care about you. You can't bring a street element in a square game. And that's where he often loses. So, the morale of the story is if he wants his respect back, stay off social media, stay in the booth, tour, just use social media to promote your brand. And he'll slowly get it back. So, that's my thoughts about that. Sign in, subscribe, hit the like button, holler.